And that's the rhythm of a short movie. Short movie has to catch the spectator fast. The topic should be interesting. They have something to say. If you have something to say, your short movie will be great. Something to say doesn't mean that it has to be something important, even something funny to say. But if you have something to say, your short movie is already 2 steps ahead from big aesthetics.
A section of short films in this festival, it's 5 minutes. It's the length, so I think this it will be very fun to see. No,
it's the ability of a director to do his movie without concentrating too much on aesthetics. The aesthetics is a problem when it's too much, and so on. Maybe it's also a problem if you have a lot of sense of narration, but there's no aesthetics at all, and instead you kind of want to make a movie like a Marvel Comics movie, and then you forget aesthetics, you know, and then you don't reach the competition. I don't know if I think the movie is the balance, the chemistry between all of these elements, the secret.
But like a director, I want to follow the story. I want to follow the story and the acting, because acting is what the audience see, no, about the story, the world. So it's aesthetic, maybe it's less important.
Being the first jurors is a big responsibility, because, for example, making a great short win is very important to make a festival go ahead, you know. The last time I went to a cinema, I didn't know it was so important, because I didn't know that now it's more than 1 year, it's almost 1 year and a half that I don't go to the cinema. And I almost regret with a little bit, you know, it makes me a little bit, I won't say cry, but it makes me very sad thinking that moment I didn't know it was so important.
Our job is the directors, to be directors, to write, to direct, to edit a movie. But one of the best part of this job is going to the festivals, because it's a great moment that you never forget. I really want to be there in August and have a new festival finally.
The only meaning as the festival is that you go there, you see the author of the movie, you see the actor of the movie, the actress, you meet them, you have occasion to speak words with them. You have, if you're a director, you feel the audience, you know, which is a particular audience. It's not the normal public, you know, the audience of a festival. The movie festival, it doesn't make sense if it's not in presence, and it's painful. Because movie festivals, as Antonio said, they are a great experience.
If I go to one festival, I want to have contact and change opinion with the colleagues, but with the audience too. So it's very important the contact with the audience.
A new film festival should show something new in this. One is selection of the movies, that it shouldn't be casual. There are many festivals that the selection is a bit casual. And 2 is the ability of the organization to create, as Antonio said, to create socialization inside the festival between critics, filmmakers, and public. An artist is not important because he has to give a message, because there are many ways to give messages. And of course, an artist can send a message, but the important is the vacuity, I don't know, the pure entertainment artists. And this thing sometimes is under-evaluated. And maybe now that we talk about a lot of important things, we watch the internet on the phone, and they speak about pandemics, and they speak about contagions, and they speak about, you know, your television speaks a lot about topics, and we miss that transcendentality of a movie, of a song, of a live concert. This is what we do. And we don't have to think that a movie that says something important is a better movie than a movie that makes you just have fun. Because having fun is a big mission. That's the big mission we artists have. So we have to go back to that.
People watch many films, more than we are used to before, no? So this pandemic maybe was in some way, of course, I hate the virus, but in some way was maybe something that was good for cinema. What we have to change is to come back to join this in group, together, because cinema is not something, it's not an art, individual art.